Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Imagine a civilization as advanced as ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, with sprawling, meticulously planned cities, sophisticated plumbing, and a trade network stretching for thousands of miles. Now imagine it vanishing, seemingly overnight, leaving behind almost no clues about its people, its language, or its ultimate fate. This isn't fiction. This is the story of the Indus Valley Civilization. For nearly a century, we've been excavating incredible sites like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, uncovering a world that thrived over 4,500 years ago. These weren't primitive settlements. We're talking about cities with grid-based street layouts, two-story brick houses, and the world's first known urban sanitation systems. They had bathrooms and covered drains in their homes, a luxury that many parts of the world wouldn't see for thousands of years. They were master artisans, creating beautiful pottery, intricate beadwork, and enigmatic soapstone seals covered in a script that, to this day, no one has been able to decipher. We have found thousands of these seals, each one a tiny masterpiece, but their meaning is completely lost to us. Who were these people? What stories did they want to tell? We simply don't know. Even more baffling is what we haven't found. For a civilization of this size, estimated to have housed up to 5 million people at its peak, there's a shocking lack of evidence for a powerful ruling class. We haven't found any grand palaces, royal tombs, or monumental temples dedicated to specific gods or kings. There are no grand statues of pharaohs or emperors. This is a stark contrast to their contemporaries in Egypt and Mesopotamia. It raises a fascinating question. How did they organize such a complex and orderly society? Was it governed by a council of elders, a class of priests, or was it a uniquely egalitarian society? The silence of the ruins is deafening. They were a peaceful people, too. Very few weapons have been discovered, and their cities lack the massive fortifications common in other ancient empires, suggesting a society that lived in relative harmony for centuries. Then, around 1900 BCE, everything changed. The once bustling cities began to decline. Trade networks faltered, the quality of construction dropped, and people started abandoning these urban centers that had been their homes for generations. Within a few hundred years, the Indus Valley Civilization was gone. The cities crumbled, were buried by silt and sand, and were completely forgotten by history until their rediscovery in the 1920s. So, what happened? This is the million-dollar question, and archaeologists have several theories. One leading idea is climate change. Shifts in monsoon patterns could have disrupted the river systems that were the lifeblood of their agriculture, leading to famine and forcing a mass migration. Others suggest a major earthquake could have altered the course of the Indus River, drying up the Ghaggar-Hakra River and turning fertile plains into desert. Another theory points to the arrival of nomadic groups from the north, who may have gradually displaced the local population. However, there's little evidence of a large-scale, violent invasion. It was more likely a gradual cultural shift. The truth is, it was probably not one single event, but a combination of factors, a perfect storm of environmental change and social pressures that brought this once mighty civilization to its knees. The story of the Indus Valley is a humbling reminder that even the most advanced and stable societies can be fragile. It's a 4,000-year-old cold case, a ghost of a civilization that challenges everything we think we know about the ancient world. What do you think happened to them? Let me know your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next historical mystery. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.